Hello and welcome to my creative castle. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for choosing to come back, hang out, and spend a little bit of your day with me. And thank you for your patience while I briefly introduce myself to anybody who might be new to my channel. Hi, my name is May. I love yarn. I love to knit and crochet. Those are my hobbies, and I also happen to have been born visually impaired, legally blind, and completely colorblind. So I mostly knit and crochet by feel. And today's video is a yarn unboxing. Yay for yarn unboxings! We love yarn unboxing. So now I have been opening some of the boxes with you. Let me know if you guys like that better or not. This one, we're not doing that today, but it is from Lion brand yarn. And well, there's really only one yarn in here that is new to me. This is kind of me, stocking up on some different colors and some favorites. So of course, we got some Lion brand wool ease thick and quick. If you're not familiar with this yarn, it is a number 6. Well, I'll just hold up the skein. I've got the cranberry. The 3-pack I'm holding up, if you're visually impaired like myself, is in the color cranberry. It's their beautiful red. Why? Because for Christmas in July, I crocheted with you up this big stocking in the wool ease thick and quick with some old Cabernet that I had in this house. And it's this beautiful dark red with the sparkles. And I said, I do believe that's a discontinued color. I can't find it anywhere for sale anymore. And of course the white on this is the celebration. And I said, but they have a beautiful cranberry that I think might be the closest Christmas red we're going to be able to find. Now, sad face, it doesn't have sparkle. Come on, Lion brand. We need a bright, dark Christmas red with some sparkle. But I did want to get some of the cranberry in the house. I wanted us to have a chance to look at the color, see if it's going to be a nice holiday red. I think it is going to be a nice holiday red. So just in case, I wanted to do some more holiday projects, I decided I don't like to run out of the celebration, okay? And I have run out of the celebration before. The celebration is their white, and it's got I think it's got some silver and maybe pink, I can't tell, colorblind, right? Different threads in there, but it's definitely got the sparkle. It definitely brings the bling, and just in case we want to do something with that over the holiday season, I definitely wanted us to have some in the cranberry and some in the white. I did grab one more skein of black. I just wasn't quite sure. I love the super bulky. Sometimes, they can be great for things like decor, like this stocking. They can be great for projects that you want to work up fast. But well, you don't get a lot of yardage. Now, I'll be honest with you, for a super bulky, I think the Lion brand wool ease thick and quick, that's probably one of your best deals when it comes to yardage, right? This is the size of your strands. It's definitely a super bulky, in my opinion. I kind of gauge, I guess wool ease thick and quick was one of the first yarns I worked with, and then the wool ease from Lion brand, the 4 worsted, and then the thick and quick were some of the first yarns that I bought. And so, and the wool ease chunky also. Unfortunately, they discontinued the chunky, but that's how it goes, right? But those are some of the first yarns that I bought. Kind of tend to gauge and compare a lot of my other super bulkies to Lion brand wool ease thick and quick in terms of how they compare. Wool ease thick and quick is at 80% acrylic, 20% super wash wool, which means it is machine washable. Now, your metallicized ones, like our celebration here, are 79% acrylic, 20% of the super wash wool, and then 1% of that metallicized polyester. For all of these, they recommend your 9mm knitting needle, which is your 13, your US size 13, and I believe they also recommend a 9mm crochet hook. Do believe the stocking was worked up on a 10mm crochet hook. I think that's fine for crochet. I think the stitch, right, your stitch is still nice and tight on that. I think it looks great on the 10mm as well. So I do have other projects. I've shown them before on other videos that I've worked up with this. If you're curious about what it looks like, I think I just recently did a Lion brand sale video where I showed you some of my finished objects in wool ease thick and quick. If you're curious to see how it crochets up and how it knits up. I think this is a great yarn for your big cardies, like your big winter cardies, sweaters, hoodies, that kind of a thing. So I did get some more black in the house because I'm thinking about doing like a hoodie, maybe crochet, not sure. And wanted to have some good neutrals to play with. Now the red, I'm not thinking that for a hoodie. I'm thinking, I don't know what, but maybe decor, maybe a big cape. We don't know yet what I'm thinking with that, but I wanted to have my Christmas colors in the house. The black, I'm thinking about maybe like a big sweater, maybe a cardi, maybe even like a vest, or doing like a 2-color sweater. I don't know, but I do have some black in the house, but the yardage on the solids is, I believe it's 106 yards, whereas your solids on the sparkle, I think it's 92, I think. So 106 is quite a bit for a super bulky, and they do go away. So they really do, in comparison to other super bulkies. This definitely goes away, but I still wanted to have enough skeins in the house just to make sure I could get like a full-on hoodie or sweater or cardi or something with it, okay? So I just grabbed one more in the black as well. In my opinion, this is a pretty soft yarn, okay? It really is. It's with the, even though it's 80% acrylic, 20% wool, it's a next to your skin yarn, in my opinion. I've made scarves out of it. I've even made scarves with the sparkle, with the celebration, and I think they're comfortable. Some glitter yarns can be really scratchy. Yes, you can feel the glitter in this, but it's not so scratchy that you can't wear it next to your skin, in my opinion. So I've made scarves with it. I would make scarves with it again. I would make sweaters. I would make sweatshirts. I think you can make blankets, like whip up some blankets super, super fast with this, if that's what you're looking for the holidays, to make up some gifts. Now, just remember, it's a combo of acrylic and wool. So some places do not want wool in their donation blankets because of potential allergies. So keep that in mind, even though it's a superwash wool. Some places might not want that, but I think it's a great yarn for blankets, for personal, for family and friends. You can whip them up really fast in the holiday season. So that is our first yarn out of the box. The wool is thick and quick. Okay, well, if you're a returning viewer, you saw I got my Lion Brand Big Scoop and the blue raspberry. We started the baby blanket. I thought I was going to have it done. It's not done yet, but guess what? That didn't stop me from buying another one in another color. So the Lion Brand Big Scoop, the ice cream line, is a number 3 DK weight, 100% acrylic, machine washable yarn, and it comes in these really fun patterns. This is the blueberry, so it's much more of your whites and your pastel blues. It's quite a bit lighter. I should have brought the blue raspberry blanket in here just so that we could compare it. I really should have, so we could look at it, so we could compare it. But I didn't. But this is what the blue raspberry, or the blue, looks like, the blueberry. So definitely lighter, definitely much more pastel. I am certainly looking forward to doing another baby blanket with this, with the 100% acrylic. Completely machine washable, so great for baby blankets. If you're like me and you really hate doing ends, right, weaving in ends, then these big scoops are perfect because they're over 1,100 yards. So you just got your beginning tail to weave in and your end, right? You can certainly make a baby blanket with 1,100 yards. You could probably even make like a lap gown for an adult or something with that kind of yardage. So, and I'm making my baby blanket on a US 6 4mm knitting needle, and it's looking beautiful. So I'll be looking for just the right stitch pattern to work up the blueberry in. But I am loving that. Trying hard not to buy a ton of colors in this till I finish my first blanket. But we'll see what happens, right? And I do like the softness of this. I think it's soft. Some people say, it's not as soft. I think it's soft. Have I felt softer acrylics? Sure. But I've also felt much, much scratchier acrylics, okay? In my opinion, this is very much okay for baby blankets. It's okay for, it's good for baby sweaters, like baby cardies, baby sweaters, and that kind of a thing. I would wear it next to, for like a next to your skin type of garment for a baby, or a blanket to wrap up a baby in. So, had to get that in another color just to compare it. I got a little bit more of the Kobu, another DK weight number 3 yarn. The Kobu is 50% cotton, 50% bamboo. It is a machine washable yarn. They do recommend that US size 6, your 4mm needle on this. I think these little cakes, these little donuts, I want to say they're about 330. I cannot read the fine print on these packages, you guys. I can read the large print where it says Kobu, but I can't read the fine print. But I think they're about 230 yards. This is the size of your strand, so yeah, it feels like a DK weight to me, right? That feels like a solid DK. I like the texture and smoothness of this. I still haven't worked up the other Kobu. I only bought 1 3-pack. This is the magenta. I wanted to see it's kind of that right bright pinkish reddish. I like the color. I probably should have bought 2 of these 3-packs just to be certain I could, make what I want to make out of it. I'm thinking summer tops, skirts, bathing suit covers, that kind of a thing. Lightweight garments. This is just one of those Lion brand. There's a lot of these flash sales where they give you like 30% off your order if you order like that day or something like that. I got several of those coming up of like, 30% off today only, right? Sometimes it's of certain yarns, sometimes it's of your entire order. But I probably should have gotten 2 of these in the magenta just to be sure that I could do like a full length skirt if I wanted to. But I can probably make a tank top for me out of these. If they're 230 yards times 3, was it 690 yards? I can probably make a tank top for myself out of that. But if I wanted to make like a full length skirt or something, I should probably get 1 more of these in the magenta just to be sure. But that's a nice summer yarn. It's a soft next to your skin yarn. I like the feel of it very much. I like the feel of bamboo yarns. Let's see. Oh, and as you can tell, I like the feel of bamboo so much I got another 3-pack in the Truboo. It's another DK weight yarn number 3. Both of these, I think your stitch gauge on both the Kobu and the Truboo is about 5.75 stitches per inch, and that's your knit stockinette gauge, right? I do knit and crochet, but I've been knitting a lot longer than crochet. So when I talk gauge, I tend to talk knitting gauge because I understand it a lot better than crochet gauge, okay? So I believe the knit gauge on both of these is 5.75 stitches per inch on your US size 6 or 4mm needle. The Truboo is a 100% bamboo yarn, another bamboo, another fun DK. I again just got a 3-pack. I think these are about 242 yards per skein. So again, I got about close to 700 yards. This is in the color rose. I really hope I can wear this pink, you guys. I can wear some pinks. I can't wear other pinks. What do you guys think? Is this a pink that I can wear or not? If it has too much orange in it, I can't wear it as a top. And I kind of bought it to wear as a top because I only got 1 3-pack. So I'll have to think about this color, maybe consult, family and friends before I buy more of this color to determine if it's a color I can really wear as a summer top. But I'm hoping so. So because I do like the Truboo, again, because I love bamboo tops in the summer. Bamboo, as a 47-year-old, premenopausal woman, right? Hot flashes are very, very real. So bamboo stays nice and cool on the body, and I kind of like that, especially for my tops in the summertime. I want something that's, really gonna keep me cool. Acrylics are nice, but they're not real breathable. So I tend to go for that bamboos for my summer tops. So I might have to get more of the magenta. Don't yet. I like the magenta. I do think that's the color I can wear. Still not totally sure on this rose. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see. I think there's only 1 more yarn in the box. And of course, this is the one. This is the one that is brand new to me, you guys, that I've been waiting for. We have to open up this one. This is the Lion brand Gopher Faux super bulky 100% polyester yarn. If you're a returning viewer, well, you know, I kind of got obsessed with the Knit Picks We Crochet Fairy Tale Fur. I do have, by the way, tutorials on my channel for a fancy and faux fur knit hat, scarf, and fingerless mitts, and then also a crochet hat. And of course, I'm watching Knit Picks sort of clearance out and discontinue and not restock a lot of their colors. Makes me kind of nervous as somebody who loves faux fur yarn. So I definitely have started looking at other companies, and I have said it. I have started looking at Lion Brand. So yes, I did get, we're gonna open this up. We wanna touch it, we wanna compare it. Ooh, this is nice, y'all, this is nice. Yeah, let's look at the strands, right? Yep, I think this feels pretty comparable in terms of the strands. It might be just a touch thicker, maybe, I don't know. They do say that these are only 66 yards as opposed to this is very soft, you guys. This is very soft, very lush, very plush. I am liking this a lot. This is supposed to be only 66 yards, whereas the Knit Picks Fairy Tale Fur, I believe, is 71 yards. This is the color Chinchilla, which is like kind of your silvery, charcoaly gray. It's a marled, ooh, this is so soft, you guys. I like this a lot. It's a marled gray. So I would say about your same, I would guess that they probably recommend your 9mm knitting needle and crochet hook. If you know it, you see my crochet hat, I did on a 7mm because I really was, so it's super bulky and you're gonna get kind of some big holes otherwise. So I really wanted to tighten up those stitches. The same thing, I really wanted to create like a dense fur with my fancy and faux fur hat, scarf, and mitts. So I did those on a US 11 or 8mm on the scarf. I even dropped it down to a 10.5 just to give it some shaping. But we are definitely going to be playing with this. I only got the Chinchilla because I wasn't sure. I wanted to feel it first. I wanted to touch it and see. I'm definitely going to go back to Lion Brand. I'm going to get more of this because I do like it. I like the softness of it. I like the plush. I like how fluffy it is. We will be playing with it to see how it compares, right? My fancy and faux fur. I want to see how it compares with my hat and stuff, my set like that. So I don't know if I'm going to make a fancy and faux fur hat with this or not. I kind of want to, but I also kind of want to use this to like maybe make like a vest or something with the Wool Ease Thick and Quick. No, I don't have the right colors for what I'm picturing in my head for Wool Ease Thick and Quick, like vest or something, but I might have to get other colors, maybe of the marleds or the tweeds or something, and then do like a, maybe like one of the black or gray type marley tweedy yarns in the Wool Ease Thick and Quick, do like a vest and then trim it up with some of this Chinchilla, this gray and silver fur. That's kind of what I'm picturing with this. So part of me is really torn because I want to try making a fancy and faux fur hat with it, right? And scarf, but I also kind of want to use it to trim up a vest. So anyways, I am so excited to get my hands on this though. It actually feels a little bit softer and plumper and plusher than the Knit Picks Fairy Tale Fur. I'm just saying. I might just be this colorway, but there'll be more of this in my future to really get an idea of, you know, which is my preference. They do have like a cream in this, because of course I was really sad that Knit Picks stopped carrying their white one in the color Ice Bar. Lion Brand calls, I think they call their cream Baked Alaska. I don't know if it's a cream I can wear or not, so I didn't order any, but stay tuned, we might. So anyways, that is the order for today. That is the video for today. Say hello in the comment section. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you have any of these yarns in your house, in your stash. What are you doing with your Wool Ease Thick and Quick? And what are you doing? Did you have the Gopher Faux already in your house? Did you make my fancy and faux fur hat, scarf, and mitts with the Gopher Faux? What do you think? Is it working out for you the way that you were hoping? I am tempted to try it because I want to be able to say to people yes or no. It's a good substitute for my projects. And of course, what are your thoughts on bamboo yarn, right? Kobu and Truboo. Are these yarns that you like to have in your stash? Do you like bamboo or no? If you have them, what are you making with them? What are your favorites? And of course, if you don't have them, after you've seen them, are you gonna go over to the Lion Brand website and place an order and get some of these beautiful Truboo, Kobu, Gopher Faux yarns in your stash? So thank you so much for listening. And until next time, happy stitching. Bye-bye for now. Put my yarn back in the box here. And what do you think about doing these videos here with our Christmas tree?